Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me. I'm so glad you stopped by. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. Come back, watch a few videos, learn a few things. Today I happened to, I swung by the Dollar Tree. Obviously we know it's no longer $1, right? I happened to see that my Dollar Tree started selling fabric now. I don't go to the Dollar Tree too often. I don't know what they have there. But I saw these on display on an end cap, and of course it caught my attention. So, me being me, now I'm curious, and I didn't want to open up one of the fabrics, when I was there, but I decided, hey, let me get some. I will see about maybe making a coin purse, that I've been making. And let me check out the fabric and check out the quality. I'm not sure how good the quality is going to be with it coming from the Dollar Tree, but it's something that I'm interested in finding out. I know that obviously when I'm making coin purses, that's all right now that I'm willing to make with this fabric. meaning it's a small little item. You can't screw it up, right? So I figured, let me check it out and see how thin it is, how durable it is. I just want to test out the fabric. So that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to, let's see. I'm going to make a coin purse from fabric that I got from the Dollar Tree. Well, it's definitely see-through. Very see-through. Okay, we're not going to use this one. I'm curious if they're all really, really thin, or if it's just, okay, this one is thicker. Already, I can feel it. This one is thicker. And you know what? I'm going to use this one. A tropical one. All right, let's get this cut. Okay, it's still a little see-through, but definitely not like that one. So I want to get this cut, and let's try it out. I am going to use this. This is not a great green for this. However, the point is to use only this fabric that I just got at the Dollar Tree and not to use any of the other fabric that I already have. So it doesn't match great. However, it will serve its purpose. Okay? This one we're not working with. I need to get it ironed. I'm going to put on some interface. I'll be right back. Now, clearly, you're going to be very limited on options, on the fabric options, if you choose to get your fabric from the Dollar Tree. If you are just starting out, if you're trying to learn sewing, see if it's right for you, by all means, do not buy fabric full price. First of all, don't ever buy fabric full price. But start out with something like this. So that you can feel as though that you're not wasting money. And it's okay if you mess up, when you are using materials that are not the highest quality that you can get your hands on. So already I can see that from this size fabric, this is a fat quarter. Actually, it's 18 by 21, I believe. That's what the fat quarter size is. I think it's 18 by 21. So I can already see 2, 4, 6. If I were going to use this, I can actually make 6 coin purses from this particular fabric. Obviously, you need a liner, so that's $2.50 that I would spend if I were to get fabric from there, the liner and then the outer fabric. I have, there we go. I have 2 pieces for my liner, 2 pieces for the outer. I put interface on the back. I am using fusible fleece. Use whatever interfacing you want to. Okay. I also cut a 3-inch wide by 14-inch strip, which is going to be used for the strap. I have a 2.5 by 2.5 square. And I also have some tabs here, at no particular size. I'm going to use these for the zipper tabs. Let's just cut them and then I will tell you what size. So they're 1.5 by 3.5, but I will be cutting these. These tabs that I have here, they will be cut to adjust to the size of the zipper. In fact, we can go ahead and do that now. I'm using a zipper tape. I have these by the batches, and I just find these a lot easier now. Putting on my zipper pull. I'm going to be getting rid of some of my inventory, so I might just put my zipper tapes for sale, some of them, because I have a lot. And I don't know if I'm going to be making a lot more bags or coin purses. I'm thinking about getting into blankets. Anyway. Okay, I've prepared my zipper. Now I'm preparing the zipper tabs, knowing they're going to be a little longer, and I'm going to cut it shorter. Well, it sewed well. The thread, I mean, it didn't give me any problems, the fabric going through the machine. I'm trimming this up so that the tab, the fabric lays flush with the zipper tape. So the width is the same size now. I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. And I slid the zipper tape into the pretty side of the material into the fabric. The purpose of this video is not to show how to make a zipper pouch. I'm just showing you that I'm making one from Dollar Tree fabric. It's kind of interesting because this particular material feels a little thick in my hand, in my fingers, which I like actually. It doesn't feel soft and flimsy. me see. This is an extra piece. I just want to see if this is... All right, that's strong. Let's see if I can rip it. No? Oh, because I went against the green. That's good. But that's good. Okay, let's get to sewing. First thing I'm going to do is I'll start off with sewing the strap. I'm a little curious. I'm a little curious as to how this is going to turn out. I have my machine on fast right now. Pretty curious to see how this is going to turn out. I just put my lobster clasp. I mean, who's going to know that the fabric is $1, right? So we got our lanyard done. It's a pretty fabric now that I actually see it turning into something. It's nice, I like it, the fabric. Let's get this. See, this doesn't look bad, right? Doesn't look bad. Got a butterfly. We also want to find the middle of our zipper. I'm gonna line up the edges of the fabric. Snip. Pretty side up on the lining. Find the middle of that zipper, which we are. We have the middle of the zipper and we're lining up the middle of the zipper, and we're going to line up the middle of the outer fabric, piece it all together, pin, and sew straight across. We're going to cut those tabs momentarily, but we're sewing straight across to connect that lining, the zipper, and the outer fabric. Okay, we want to flatten down that bottom fabric, of course, and we are top stitching 1/8 of an inch. The needle is going through this fabric really well, and it's not snagging or fraying. Looks pretty. Looks pretty so far. It's holding up. Okay, pretty side. We're going to do the same thing we did to the top. Lining on the bottom, lining up that middle of the zipper with the middle of the lining and the outer fabric. So we have our 3 layers together. We're going to do the same thing. We just pinned it. I pinned it once. It's a small project. Go ahead and pin it more if you need to. Okay. My edges are lined up. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side by connecting that lining fabric with the zipper and the outer fabric. My outer fabric is pretty side to pretty side, facing the right side. I always say pretty side, but it's the right side. Same thing, right? Doesn't matter. Okay. We need to open up that fabric. I'm pushing it down, pushing the fabric seam down. And we need to top stitch this side 1/8 of an inch. Well, it looks good. It's strong. It's not tearing. You know what? I think that fabric is kind of cute. If it's durable, we'll find out. I clipped off the ends of the tabs so that they line flush with the fabric. At the end of the bag, at the end of the pouch, the butt, the back side, I'll put a stay stitch here so that lifting this up, I only want to sew through the interface in the top layer. My tab is going to face inside with the O-ring inside. I'll put a stay stitch. Great, we're ready to close this up. Pretty side to pretty side. Line it up. Pin. We also want to make sure that the tab inside right here, we want to push it down so it goes towards the lining. We want it right down in the groove with the lining there. Excellent. Okay. Need some more pins. Great. Ready to close this up. I'm going to sew all the way around and just leave that little portion at the bottom open to flip it. Let's check it out. It definitely, the fabric sewed well. I'm not going to lie. It never snagged. It didn't rip. I had no problem sewing with it. Okay. Oh, before I flip this, I'm going to snip my corners around the curves. Let's see. I do know that I like the material, the pattern that's on it, the fabric itself, and it sewed really well. Sometimes if you buy cheap thread, the cheap thread gets caught in your machine and it doesn't sew well and it breaks. there was no problem with this fabric. I'm going to close up this lining. We're going to close up the lining. Normally I would use a thread that is the exact same color as the lining. However, I'm not doing that for the sake of this video. So it's going to have a light gray closure, and I don't think it's going to be noticeable, only to me. I'm not going to lie, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the way the fabric sewed. It did really well. Didn't pull apart, it didn't fray, it didn't snag underneath the machine, underneath the needle. Wow. And the print is not bad. Look at that. So from the, of course, iron. Okay. I always talk about ironing the product, right? You know what? Nice. I like it. It came out well. It's a good quality. If you add it up for a whole yard, it's almost equivalent to if you got a yard of fabric on sale at, you know, at a huge franchise. So it could potentially be worth it. Good quality. It held up. A+. All right, I'll put this pattern down below. Click the link, get the pattern. You can do it as well. Okay, there you go. Buy the fabric. See that right there? No, I don't use it. I feel like I waste so much thread if I use that. We ran out of bobbin thread. It always happens. In the middle of the project. Right in the middle of the project.